Hey everybody, just want to do a real quick kind of first impressions viewpoint on the new Smith & Wesson Shield 45. I picked this gun up a couple days ago, had the opportunity to go to the range with it today, and I put about 300 rounds through it. Gun functions flawlessly. The grip texture is amazing on this gun. I wish they would have done it with the smaller shields, because that was one of my complaints with the Shield 9. And the 40 is just not only the thickness being too thin for my hand, but it was just slippery and you couldn't get a good grip on it. And I tried the the aftermarket grips and all that kind of garbage, and it just really didn't work that well for me. So obviously this gun does not have a magazine in it, and there's no round and chamber. Like I said, the only issues that I really had shooting it, I mean, the little complaint about the slide release, it is certainly a little bit sticky, and you can tell by, if you take the slide off and look at the way that little notch that's attached to the takedown fits into the slide. It's just got a little burr in there, which, I mean, all new guns have little issues like that. You could polish it up if you wanted to, you could clean it up, or you can just let it wear in. And like I said, I probably put a good, I probably manipulated the slide, I would say, at least 50 times between being at the range and just messing with it a little bit at home. And it seems to have gotten better. It's not crazy. It works. I can use my thumb and it drops right down. The controls are small, but they work. They're functional. The manual safety, I don't really care for that much, to be honest with you. I'm hoping that they're going to make a plug for these. Otherwise, I will probably relieve myself of this particular gun and buy the one without the safety on it. Only because it has a massive gaping hole in the side there for junk and debris and all kinds of crap to get in. Other than that, the gun shoots very, very well. It is a super accurate gun for something that has such a short barrel. The only probably improvements that I would do to it would be a set of decent sights, night sights anyway. The sights that come on it are fine. I put a little yellow paint in the front one because I'm getting a little bit older and I have a hard time seeing them. My rear sight, actually, if you can notice it, had shifted, and they obviously didn't lock it down very well. And you can see from the top and from the rear of the slide that you can see the distance, or the difference in where the sides or the sight is sitting in the slide, that it's definitely shifted. So I'll have to loosen that up and put a little more Loctite in there. Other than that, the gun is phenomenal. I've had, like most everybody else that's on YouTube, that's a gun fanatic, I have had hundreds of firearms over the years, and every one of them I find something that I just don't care for. And this gun, to me, it's been a long time coming. I mean, it's a good, solid round, 45 ACP. It's very controllable. I had no problems getting it to have good follow-up shots on target because it's such a massive powerhouse or anything. No, it shoots very smooth for what it is. Much smoother than the XDS that I had. The XDS 45 danced around in my hand, and I think a lot of that was because of the grip size. And the fact that the grip texturing on the XDS is pretty much non-existent. They make it look like it's real aggressive with the huge bumps that they put in it, but reality is it's like a bar of soap when you actually go to use it. So other than that, the gun has nice front serrations that are usable. Be nice if they're maybe a little bit bigger, but they're certainly usable, and the gun functions very well. Had, like I said, no problems with it. I'm hoping that Apex will come up with a trigger kit for these, only because I don't care for the hinged trigger. I don't like that plastic being pinned in there like that. I'd rather just have the aluminum trigger. It's a nice upgrade, certainly not mandatory, but for the cost of the trigger, that's what I've done with all my other M&Ps, and they work very well. And it's nice to have a flat face trigger that's a little bit bigger to get your finger on. But other than that, guys, this gun is a super good shooter, and I may actually keep this one for a while, but I'll let you know.